mentioned their improvement. Usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Here's Sims, and the Nets miss again.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Bucks passing it around. Freak with it. Clock at 6. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Here's Sloan. Passes to Kilpatrick. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Sloan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's Kilpatrick missing. And the shot is good. And the Nets lead by 1.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And checking out the numbers for Sloan, last season's performance for him averaged 7 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Now here's Henson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And how about the block shots, guys? I mean, just overpowering on the defensive side. Really, he wasn't the intimidator.
And it's Freak missing.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's Sloan. From 10 feet out. Here's Robinson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Plumlee with the screen. Now Vasquez. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Over to the wing. Here's Freak. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
They get it again. The shot's good. From Sims.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Freak kicks to Henson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Here's Sloan. Hollis Jefferson passes to Kilpatrick. Here's Sims. He sinks the 11-footer. Sims has got 6 points. Bucks trail by 6. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bayless dishes to Freak. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
Henson, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Kilpatrick. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Second left. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that guy.
Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
They've got Jarrett Jack. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the shooting guard. That's the Nets' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jack against Carter Williams. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Young with no one around. Rebounded by the Bucks. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Nets trail by 3. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Young left side, looking to end the run, and the Nets miss again.
You know, last season Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Freak. Freak's got 8 points.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's Carter Williams. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
Yeah, and Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then...
So for the Bucks, their last game, a loss to Toronto.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard, probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass. And guys just weren't working hard enough, in my estimation. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
There's the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Bogdanovich has got 13.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And Plumlee kicks to Freak. Plumlee with the screen. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot. That's good. He's got 10. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Sloan, defended by Henson from 20 feet out. And there's the call on Henry Sims. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. The dish now to Freak. Feet away. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And now a look at Jarrett Bayless and some stats on him. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
And both free throws good from Freak. You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
Here's Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 3. And Henson kicks to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Henson against Robinson. A baseline J. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Here's Sloan. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Pass to Kilpatrick. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Kilpatrick. 4 on the clock. Here's Sloan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. To the inside to end the drought. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Thomas Robinson.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
Henson with the screen. Bayless the pass to Middleton. Here's Henson. And he gets it to go. Henson's got 9. Here's Sloan from deep. And a pretty tightly. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way. Brooklyn making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Henson comes in for Parker. Freaks checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. On the court for the Bucks, Freak in at shooting guard. Ande DeCumbo out there with John Henson. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. There's a good screen. Right wing. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Here's Kilpatrick. Dish it to Robinson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Bucks trail by 3. Now Bayless. 8 points for him. That's good. And that's 13 points now for Henson.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Pass to Kilpatrick. He feeds it to Sloan. Screen by Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Here's Freak. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Bayless has got his 4th assist in this one.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Sloan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Clock is at 3. Pulls up on the elbow. No good off the front iron.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Pass to Kilpatrick. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. They set the screen. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Here's Sloan to the inside. It's stolen by DeCumbo. Here's Freak. He's guarded closely. The shot's good from Plumlee. Talking about Jared Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jared.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. 1st in steals. 3rd in points off turnovers. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponents. A very improved defensive team.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
And the Nets making a change here. Sims is checked in. And they get it. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Sloan.
Took it of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
The Bucks working the ball around. Stolen away. Outside Robinson to the left side wing. Here's Sloan. Robinson a screen on Henson. And Sloan kicks to Robinson.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Thomas Robinson. 2 shots.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Bucks shooting almost 60% from the field here in the 3rd. They are really feeling it. There's a screen. Bayless dishes to Henson. Robinson with the block. Tries to keep it alive. And he recovers it. Offensive rebound. And John Henson with the slam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Sloan passes to Sims. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. Kilpatrick's got 7 points here in this quarter. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Kilpatrick passes to Sloan. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Takes the 13-footer and another basket for Milwaukee. Brooklyn's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Kilpatrick. Here's the screen. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Here's Sloan. Robinson a screen on Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Sims. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Bucks leading by 3.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Jack. 2 on the clock. Off target with that shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Nets.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Bucks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Brooklyn now, you've got Bogdanovich. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Jack in at the 1 spot. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sidelines. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. Tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a ton of intensity on the floor.
You know, the crowd brought so much energy. You know, it's Brooklyn energy. The noise in the building was fantastic. You know, and we just need more of that in the season.
Brook, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the...
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive. You're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
His offensive performance was the main reason they walked out of here with the win tonight. You got a sense early on it was going to be a big game from him. His attitude, his swagger, it was B-I-G. He gave them...
And that...
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic, is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game. I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit under his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him, and it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on a loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm gonna be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's gonna affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's gonna affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's gonna affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the US of A, the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
Everyone to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. And And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Golden State Warriors. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the
comes in for Parker, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Chris Middleton. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at small forward. John Henson out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Bayless in at the two-guard position. Carter-Williams against Russell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Bat.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Milwaukee. Mayo comes in for Carter-Williams. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top three-point shooting wingman in the league. Freak, number 1.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you'd better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
You got to keep his airspace limited, right up in it. There have been a lot of great bombers at small forward over the years, and with that percentage of his, he's right up there with them. You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
The shot's good from Bayless.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. No one near him. Milwaukee with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. Well, last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
Screened by Young. Clarkson kicks to Young. Feeds it to Clarkson. On the wing, Williams fires for 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Let's check out how the Lakers stacked up, Kevin, over the last month in the NBA statistics. 8th in blocks, 8th in free throw shooting, and in the steals category, much to be desired there, the bottom third of the league.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles. World Peace comes in for Nick Young. Bayless dishes to Freak. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
Here's the screen. Here's Bayless. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Bayless has got his second bucket tonight.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Freak, covered by World Peace, taken away by Williams. And it's the Lakers on the break. From the wing, the shot is off.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
For the three, Williams with another miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
That one goes. Count it.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Clarkson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. 1:12 left in the first. There's the pick. Here's Bayless. Rebound the Lakers.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Bass, a screen on Mayo. Mayo against Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
You can see the emphasis is to get out and run.
Clarkson kicks to Williams. Nance a screen. It's Williams with the drive. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Williams has got 5 points so far. Bucks trail by 8. Here is Bayless. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Freak with it. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And both free throws good from Freak. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we
checked in for the Bucks. Here's Wirtz. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Julius Randle is out there with Nick Young. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then there's Kobe. And it's Wirtz in at the point.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man. Listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Parker with it. Now defended by Randle. Freak with it, working on Bryant. Freak, that's good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors was a major factor. He had 11 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Carter Williams. 6 points for him.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kobe misses.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season, top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
That one drops. He ties it up. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So, Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
And with the dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Carter Williams, the pass to Freak. Inside, and stolen by Hibbert. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Randall dishes to Kobe. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor. I see from top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. The 5th best, Jabari Parker.
A lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
From 10 feet out, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 9 points for Greg Monroe.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Hibbert with a screen on Monroe. Off the screen. kept alive. And another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Freak.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Screen by Young. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Comes up empty off the pick.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college. Had a very encouraging junior season. Looked like a future lottery pick. And then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night. Bucks trail by 5. Carter Williams kicks to Freak. Back to Carter Williams. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Carter Williams has got 8.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Over the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Bucks rank in the league stats. First in three-point shooting, 8th in field goal percentage. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut to just 3 points on the basket from Freak. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Randall, a screen on Carter Williams. Russell passes to Randall. Shot is off. Plumlee with some nice D. Bucks trail by 3. Carter Williams dishes to Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Roy Hibbert. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game and 7 rebounds. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
You know, over this last whole stretch of games, I mean, he's been shutting down the lane with absolute authority.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. And then for Milwaukee, John Henson's checked in for Jabari Parker. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18 and 23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
Pass to Plumlee. And he gets it to go. Plumlee's got his second bucket of the game to go. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Bucks?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And it's Russell missing.
And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
With a floater. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And Bayless kicks to Henson. Pass to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee with the screen. There's Freak. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
Here's Nance, and Henson sends it back. And here's the fast break. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Freak. Bayless has got 4 points this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, trying for it, but they recover it. And that one's good. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-6 run. And they call an illegal screen here.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half.
That'll do it for the first half.
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
Well, I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Beginning, both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere. We've checked in for Jared Bayless. Bucks leading by 6. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Freak is out there with Carter Williams, and it's Monroe in at the 5 spot. And the shot is good. Monroe's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bucks. And Angeles guys shooting in this game, 45%. And Young, here we go. And he gets it to go. Now, Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Monroe. Parker against Randall. Kobe with the steal. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Russell with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Young. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Young's got his third basket of the night right there.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
And that one's good. Freak.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Got a piece of it. Still Monroe. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And Freak throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Picked by Randall. Bryant passes to Randall. Again, Los Angeles.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Last season, Kobe with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season. Felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. Rebound, Milwaukee. Parker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Russell high post, 13 points in the game. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Here's Parker, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Young kicks to Randall. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Fires from 14. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game. The 11-footer. And it's Carter Williams, that time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Randall a screen on Carter Williams. Russell kicks to Young. Stolen by Monroe. Now the Bucks moving it up. Carter Williams with the ball.
Boy, what nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Randall dishes to Kobe. Drills the elbow jumper. Bryant's got 9 points. Bucks leading by 14. Antetokounmpo passes to Freak. He kicks it to Monroe. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is a fantastic run to start this second half.
This is to Hibbert. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Freak kicks to Parker and stolen by Hibbert. 3-on-3. They get a hand on it. Russell dishes to Hibbert. Young outside, takes the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Randall against Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams kicks to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Parker from 17 feet out. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
The percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here's Young. And they're going to count the bucket and send him. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 19-6 run. We've got Williams. Randall out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. And it's Clarkson in a 2-guard. That's the Laker 5. Outside for Carter Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Freak passes to Monroe.
What a game we've seen here for Monroe. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
Nick Young's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
And now Carter Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Bucks?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Young, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jabari Parker. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
He's done a good job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo dishes to Freak. The turnaround Jay. The rebound by Young. Russell against Carter Williams. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Monroe with a screen on Young. Antetokounmpo connects. A huge shot to tie it up.
Nice physicality displayed by Monroe to set that shot up.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Just a second between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 4. And Young, here we go. And they'll keep possession. Here's Hibbert. Oh, the heartbreak. He can't drop in the game-winning dunk. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Russell is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's Nick Young. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. And Williams, here we go. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 10 points for Williams.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Henson, a screen on Williams. Freak kicks to Henson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Henson's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm was on display offensively.
What a night so far for Hibbert. He's got 14 points and a very productive day for him at the foul line.
I'll say he's drawn fouls in just about every way imaginable.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. Freak passes to Henson. Freak with it. He's against Young. That's good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Russell dishes to Randle, and Henson sends it back. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Pass to Freak. To the middle. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Freak. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Randle no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Freak with it, picked up by Bryant. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
Bucks leading by 3. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Henson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And that one misses.
We've seen Henson playing a good game here. 9 points and 2 rejections. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill, too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Bucks have gone 3 for 5 for their shots since we got started here in overtime. Good. 14 points for Jabari Parker.
You know, it's hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist.
You need to calm down. He's taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Outside Bryant to end the run. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Freak kicks to Carter Williams. Here's the teardrop. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
The shot by Kobe, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Lakers trail by 4. Russell passes to Randall. Left side, Kobe. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Carter Williams. Henson with it. Picked up by Hibbert. And Hibbert with the block. Carter Williams kicks to Freak. Poked away. 3 on the clock. Second chance shot. Carter Williams with another miss.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Russell against Carter Williams. Young with no one around. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
No more there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Russell kicks to Randall. Young outside. From deep. Missed. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, tonight you factored into this game with both your scoring and your passing. How big a factor was ball movement in this win?
Oh, it was huge, no doubt. We know we're at our best when we keep the defense constant in motion. Do that by moving the ball around. Don't do that, we'll win game.
You earned every bit of this win. Congratulations. Kevin?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Man, he gave him a big boost, and they probably didn't even know it was coming. This guy provides such great depth. He's an option that can come through whenever they need him, and they really need him tonight to put a stop to the losing streak.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Don, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, you know, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you wanna leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste. And you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan, not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freaking and Vibing, Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You
okay,
love it,
all
right?
Dom. Yeah. But look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes, but he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What are you thinking about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.